Melania Trump is in serious trouble, and it's entirely her own doing. But here's the kicker. She might have no idea who she's actually up against. It all starts with a risky move. Melania threatened to sue a journalist, Michael Wolff, over his reports linking her to Jeffrey Epstein. But here's where it gets wild. There's one shocking detail that could change everything, and it's something you won't see coming. This is only the beginning, and what happens next will have major consequences. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Michael Wolff isn't just any journalist. He's the author who knows Donald Trump and Melania better than most. He spent years reporting on them, digging into their lives. And when Melania gave him a deadline to apologize for reporting on her alleged ties to Epstein, Wolff didn't back down. Instead, he did the opposite. He sued her. He didn't just file any lawsuit. He's accusing her of violating his First Amendment rights. Why? Because she's using the threat of a billion-dollar lawsuit to silence him. Now think about this for a second. Why threaten someone over something you deny so strongly? Why risk dragging everything into court? Wolff isn't just trying to get an apology. He's after something bigger. He's pushing for what's called discovery. And that could mean Melania answering some very tough questions under oath about what she really knows. And that's not all. Melania is playing a dangerous game by avoiding the legal process. Michael Wolff's team has been trying to serve her the lawsuit, but every time they get close, she disappears. Think about that. A journalist trying to hold powerful figures accountable can't even get a legal document into the hands of the person he's suing. How far is she willing to go to dodge this? Wolff went to Trump Tower, spoke to staff, and even got confirmation that Melania still lives there, but still, she refuses to take the lawsuit. Instead, she takes it to federal court saying she's no longer a New Yorker. She claims she's living in Florida now, hoping to shift the case there to a judge she believes is more sympathetic. But why not just settle this in state court? Why make these drastic moves? Why push so hard to delay, to deflect, to hide? And here's the twist. If she really is living in Florida, why does everyone believe she's spending more time in New York? Is it about the taxes or something else? But here's the part no one's talking about. Melania is taking a huge risk with this strategy. By moving the case to federal court, she's not just avoiding a lawsuit, she's giving Wolff a massive advantage. If the case stays in state court, Melania could have had the upper hand, but now she's potentially opened the door for an all-out legal battle that could expose things she'd rather stay hidden. Wolff isn't backing down. He wants discovery. He wants to get Melania under oath, and that could reveal everything. And remember, she's not just facing a journalist, she's facing the very public that's already suspicious of her actions. What happens if Melania continues to play these games? What if Wolff's team can prove she's lying about her residency? That's when everything changes, because if Wolff can prove she's actually living in New York, not Florida, this case could explode in ways we can't even predict. And we're talking about more than just defamation. This could open up a Pandora's box of legal troubles for Melania, and for Donald too. Now, the real kicker here is that Wolff isn't just relying on his arguments. He's going for something even bigger. He wants a deposition. He wants to put Melania under oath, and if she resists, it'll only make her look guilty. The thing is, Melania's team knows this, and they're already gearing up for a massive legal fight. They've already filed to move the case to Florida, hoping that a judge there will rule in their favor. But here's the thing. Wolff isn't backing down. He's pushing to have the case stay in New York, where it could lead to a discovery process that could expose a whole lot more than just a legal battle. Now, here's where this gets really interesting. If Melania really has been living in New York all this time, that opens up an entire new set of problems. And remember, Wolff isn't just trying to win a lawsuit. He's trying to unlock the truth. He's trying to peel back the layers of a story that for years has been clouded by secrecy and lies. This isn't just about Melania anymore. It's about everything she's been trying to hide. But here's the unsettling truth behind all of this. This isn't just about Melania or Donald. It's about a system that lets these kinds of stories unfold without anyone truly paying attention until it's too late. The legal tactics, the deflection, the delay, it's all part of a larger system where the rich and powerful don't have to answer for their actions. Melania's battle with Wolff isn't just about her denying accusations. It's a fight for control over the narrative. It's a fight for the ability to shape the truth in a way that suits them, to avoid the uncomfortable questions that would unravel everything. The system's set up to protect them. Think about it. How many times have we seen wealthy and influential people use their power to delay, distract, or even suppress the truth? The real question is not what Melania and Donald have done, but what this whole situation reveals about the lengths the powerful will go to in order to stay untouchable. Now let's look ahead. What happens next? There are two potential outcomes. First, Melania and Donald could manage to outmaneuver this lawsuit, dragging things out long enough for the public to lose interest or for the legal system to fail to hold them accountable. If that happens, the narrative will stay in their favor and the truth may stay buried. But if Wolff succeeds, if he gets that deposition, if the courts force Melania to answer under oath, we could be witnessing the beginning of the end for a long hidden story. If this case is pushed to its limits, the fallout will be unpredictable. It could expose not only their past dealings, but also a web of connections and decisions that stretch far beyond Epstein. Every revelation, every new piece of evidence will shift the entire landscape, forcing us to ask, what do we really know about the people in power, and what have they been hiding from us all this time? And here's the kicker. No matter what happens in this lawsuit, the story isn't over. Even if Melania and Donald manage to keep the truth hidden for now, the questions will only grow louder. The pressure is building, and one way or another, someone's going to crack. But remember, this isn't just about them. It's about a system that allows the powerful to escape scrutiny, while the rest of us are left with more questions than answers. So what's next? We'll be watching closely as this story unfolds. And if you want to stay on top of what happens when the powerful are forced to face the truth, make sure to subscribe and follow along. There's a lot more to this story, and you won't want to miss what comes next.